So here we have part 2 of the 2015 Flash Arrow crossover slash prelude to Legends of Tomorrow. Now, where we left off, Kendra had now sprouted her wings. She knows how to fly. Cool. They have a couple of fights with Savage. The first one, they kind of lose. The second one, they tie. They mention tie. So they go to a farmhouse, which Thea goes, man, I've seen this before. A bunch of guys in a farmhouse, like superheroes. So nice reference to Avengers Age of Ultron, or Avengers Day of Ultron. As soon as they say, shots fired. That's right. Take that, Hawkeye's family. Yeah. So they hatch a plan. Plan doesn't quite work because Oliver has a fight with Felicity. Why? Remember the kid that he saw? And he was like, kid seems about the age. That's the woman who was pregnant, who said she lost the baby. One of the last things that Moira did, ironically, was she gave her $1 million to say that she lost the baby. That was what she did pretty much, was a storyline before she was killed. Oliver doesn't know about this. Initially, he talks with her, sees the hat, takes a hair sample, has Barry run an analysis on it. Felicity sees the analysis, is like, oh my god, you've got a kid, how come you can't tell me? And he's like, it's complicated. The truth is never complicated, you don't love me. And then he shows him, he's like, alright. We got the gloves, we grab the staff? Yeah. We're gonna suit up? No, this is just me burying the Hawks. And it goes poorly. And by poorly, I mean Oliver dies. The Hawks die. Vandal slams the staff against the ground, and guess what? Everybody else dies. But Barry saw himself ghosting. So he runs really, really fast. Goes back in time. Just by a little bit. This is a weird thing, though. Barry had the meeting with Oliver and Merlin to discuss the really, like, here's their idea. It says the three of them met with Vandal. When he ghosts and comes backwards through time, he shows at the exact same point. And he's like, oh crap. Tries to Oliver, he's like, yeah, so I ran backwards through time. This happens a little bit, so just bear with me, just follow me. So, something happens. I can't really tell you. Oliver's like, this makes no sense. You're gonna give me a hair sample and yeah, it's your kid? What? But you have a fight with Felicity? And then everyone dies. Oh. Okay. Pretty much everything goes wrong. The gloves don't quite work. Kendra's rings don't pop out because she's doing it the wrong way. Oliver tells Cisco, like, how about this? Okay, so you've been told to focus on a rage, get the rings to come out. What if it's not rage? Cisco does this Cisco stuff. She realized how to make her powers happen a lot more. So now it's time for the second battle against Vandal Savage. Everybody shows up. And they win. They vaporize Vandal Savage. And it's like, alright. Is he gone? Did we win? And there's that. I think we did. Okay, he's a pile of dust. High fives. Alright. Now they also do the background on the Hawks as well as Vandal Savage. So they do the ancient Egyptian version, where you know, Khufu and Cher, they're a thing. Vandal, he wants to get in with that thing. Shows up, they have their conflict. Pretty much all the nth metal is falling from the sky, and they pretty much all kind of die while saying very cryptic things. Savage stabs the both of them, and he's like, you know, my hate and enmity will live on forever. And as Khufu and Cher, he's like, I love you, I will always find you, I'll love you forever. And as metal hits the ground, boop, three of them are forever connected. Okay. Seems like they put a lot of money into the set pieces for it for a very, very short sequence. Hopefully, they've got that set sitting somewhere they can use later for Legends of Tomorrow. After they vaporize Vandal Savage, they just leave the pile of dust and like bones. If you vaporize an immortal, wouldn't you grab some of that dust that's left over that's him and do something with it? I mean, wouldn't you gather some and then be like, all right, speed dial 2. Hey, John, it's Oliver. Yeah, is the dust of an immortal cool for anything? Yeah, I've got like 2 jars full. Yeah. There's still some bone, yeah. Cool. That sounds awesome. I could totally give you 1 jar of immortal dust. Alright, cool. Then they leave it there for Merlin to show up with a really special container. He then recites the pledge that Vandal Savage used. I was like, that's pretty intense. Works pretty well. So, Kendra, Carter decide they're going to go back to St. Rock. Nice. I like that they brought that back in. It's a nice subtle nod to the Hawkman mythos. Works well. Good stuff. And I don't know if this is the mid-season finale for Arrow, because they have another one for Flash next week. And he's taking on his Rogues. So more Mark Hamill-y goodness. It's good to see Mark Hamill before we're going to see him later as Luke in the Force Awakens. So very good. I like the build-up for what they're going to do for Legends of Tomorrow, which comes in January on a Thursday. So I guess that'll probably take the place of Heroes Reborn. Not like I'm missing much. So all in all, very good 2-episode arc. Nice, was well contained. They threw in just the right amount of here's your Flash stuff, here's your Arrow stuff, to make you realize that they're 2 independent groups that do similar things but do them differently.